right, good morning, everyone. Here we are on the very last morning of 2025. We are ready to bid farewell to a year that, well, for some was great, for others not so great. For me, it was a mixture of both. I mean, I kind of had, yeah, it was kind of bittersweet. I think we've talked about this. I had surgeries and just I'm tired of the medical stuff, so we got rid of that in the first half of the year. Second half of the year was pretty swell. I like that word swell, so I'm going to use it today. It was pretty swell. So I hope year 2025 was just as swell. And if you're like me, you're eager to say goodbye. Bye bye. Bye 2025. We have a few hours left, and I am going to celebrate it with Ali. We are ready to kind of have a little bit of fun tonight. We're gonna, do things with people we know and all that good stuff. And we actually thought we were gonna stay home and watch a movie. We bought Wicked for Good. I don't know why I bought that movie. I'm kind of like in a strange mood when it comes to shows, and as I get, more and more reflective because of the end of the year and Christmas is gone. So you start to think about things a little more towards the. I find anyway with myself. You start to think about your family, where it's been, where it's going, where it is, and hopefully you can work something out with. You always have problems with families, problems with friends, and stuff that you want to reflect on and try not to repeat. And again, we all have our things, our quirks and stuff that we can probably not so much change, but improve. We can always improve ourselves. Every day we try to be a better person. At least that's the theory, that we do try and strive to be better than we were yesterday. Well, so I'm reflecting on the things that I do, and I'm having a love hate relationship with like entertainment, because I find that the more I push myself away from things that are like TV and stuff, the more disenchanted they become, which is weird because I when I was a kid, I loved movies like Star Wars and stuff like that. And then you start to realize, if you look at these, maybe it's because we have a new, um, like a new sense of where people are. Like, I don't know how to explain this without. We have a very social environment where the people that you see, like when I was a kid, you went and saw a Star Wars at the movie theater, and that's it, right? You might see Harrison Ford in a magazine or on a paper or something, but you didn't hear about everything that he likes, everything that he, this whole commentary that we get every day now, we get flooded with on the news and on social media and everything else. So we know everything that everyone does, and I think that's a problem with society in general now. We know everything. We know everything. There's nothing we don't know. The smallest thing, and I begin to, kind of cut myself off. And maybe this is my New Year's resolution, to kind of back away from that kind of stuff, because, I look at these grand movies and people say, "Oh, they're grand. I love it," but and I realize you're just watching professional liars. You're watching people. I just saw you last week on this show, and you were somebody else. And this, you're watching someone get paid to lie to you every time. And to me, I don't know. It's just, it has a way of like taking me out of each of these things. As far as like the internet goes, you ever get on to like one of your home pages? I think I use probably more than anything. I use either like Firefox or even the like MSN page or whatever, and it's all, you always see these headlines that so and so's tragic life in detail. So and so had a tragic life. So and so tragedy, It's all about tragedy because tragedy and bad news is what people read. If you see something, sometimes if you see something that has a really good headline, you will read it. But 9 times out of 10, if you see something like so and so's tragic life, this is, you'll read it because you want to know. And people just thrive on tragedy and drama, and so it's like I'm trying to push myself away from that kind of stuff. I think that's probably my New Year's resolution. So I'm telling you right now, it's probably to cut myself away from, TV and stuff like that, and do more things in my own life, in my own realm, and not worry so much about, the professional liars and the sordid news. That was a long trip to a short, like a short story here. So, yeah. But anyway, as I said, and I went and what was it? Wicked for Good came out, and we decided to buy it because we wanted to have it with the original Wicked, which was much, much better. And here I am saying I'm not going to watch movies anymore. I'm telling you, I just bought a movie because we were going to stay at home and watch a movie, have a quiet night. We said, you know what, it's New Year's Eve, no. But so I bought Wicked for Good, and I forgot how much. The more I watch it, the more I don't like it. It really, 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 really isn't a great. I mean, it's not as good as the first one, so I'm going to say that right out. It's just, I don't know. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why I'm giving you the review of it now, but we're going to stop there because I don't want to give away any secrets. But yeah, we got that for New Year's, and we decided we're not going to watch it, but so I picked it up anyway. Wicked for Good. It's good if you like to get into fantasy and kind of look at skewed stories of old stories like the Wizard of Oz, but the singing really wasn't that good in it. There was this great big thing about, I think, Michelle Yeoh in it, and I think that was one of the quips uh, of the whole problem with the movie was that they say Michelle Yeoh cannot sing. And if you read this again, if you're reading stuff on on the news or on MSN or whatever, you start to pick it out because it's like, oh yeah, I read that, and so I was watching part of it, and I was like, you know what, they're kind of right. I mean, I can't sing either, so I'm not even gonna pick on someone else. But this is what I'm saying. This movie just kind of, it really wasn't all. I thought it was good when we went to see it in the theater, and the more I watched it, the less I liked it. You ever have one of those movies? If you do, let me know which one it is. One of those movies that you watch and then you watch it again. You're like, you know what? I don't really like this movie as much as I thought that I did the first time, because you start to pick things out. You start to, see things that maybe you weren't really looking for before. And I did that with Wicked for Good because the story, and I'm not going to say anything about it, but the story's got so many plot holes in it, and it makes absolutely no sense. The entire story, the main story with a few of the characters, makes absolutely no sense at all, and it ruins the entire movie. I'm not going to say what or how or whatnot, but I'm just saying that there's a gaping plot hole there, and I don't know how they put this movie out and expected it, because it is just does not work. It does not work. Anyway, let's move on from that. That's my New Year's resolution, to push away from that kind of stuff and maybe spend less time watching professional liars and spending more time in my own life, especially after this past year with surgery and stuff like that, stuff that you just don't really want to look at, and I hate. That's one thing about the new year coming, is that it's just the end of it. The last few hours you reflect, and you hope that this isn't going to be like your last year. Or, everyone's hopeful when they're going into a new year, but not many people are saying, well, wonder what's going to happen this year. Maybe something bad's going to happen, and I am on New Year's Eve going, yay. Yeah. As my grandfather used to say, never wish away time. Time is your greatest commodity. Never wish it away. But I'm glad to see 2025 go. But never wish away time, because you can never get it back. So yeah. Anyway, hope you all have a safe New Year's Eve and Happy New Year. Let's go check out Scrooge's shop. Then we'll do the premium, and we'll do some other stuff here in a second. Let's see what we have for our last day of 2025. Alright. This is, of course, this grayish shirt. 1,200. That's a lot of cannolis. And nothing here that I see. Oh, look at this. I got something here that's new. We've got a rustic fireplace tools. Alright, I'll take it. Look, I just rambled on, so I'm going to try to not talk as much here with this stuff. I like those sneakers. I'm going to grab them. Oh, they're pink, though. Okay, well, I'll have to grab them anyway. Not sure how often I wear pink shoes, but alright, that's nice. Alright, I already have that. I know that. And what else? Okay. I have all this stuff. Alright. Alright, that's it for the store. Boy, the music's loud in here. So we did get one piece of rustic fireplace sets or tools, so that is fine. Today, if you don't know, is the last day for the gift of giving. If you haven't finished it up, you've got about, looks like it says 13 hours on there. So you haven't gotten all of your gift boxes yet. Then you can finish it up today. You've only got a few hours, and of course, if you haven't got your North Pole crafting station, it is under your Christmas tree in the castle. So make sure you grab that. And everything else, yeah, there you have it. Yeah, you can do all this stuff in your duties. I think I've done all this stuff. So make sure and finish up before it expires. Let us go to the shop today. We've got a reset. We have got, oh, come on, I always do that every time I come in here. We've got the Wild Crystal Castle. Look at this. That's quite nice. That's 3,000. And decorate to your heart's content. Each house, yeah, it's just a different house. It's got, looks like crystals of, yeah, it's crystal. It reminds me of something. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. But that looks like something that would be made from the mine, right? The mine up in Sunlit. Yeah, that's kind of cool. We got the Aurora Borealis. What is this? The quantity of item is limited to one. It cannot be reordered from Scrooge's catalog. You can only get one of these. I think I'm going to buy that just because you can only get one and it's something unique. Yeah, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to grab the Aurora Borealis. Now I can see it whenever I want. We got the Aurora Borealis. Yep. Aurora Borealis glider. There we go. We can say it. And that is pretty cool. I'm not too keen on gliders. I don't really use them that much. But that is 1,500 if you want it. We got the Aurora costume dresses. We got blue and pink. We got the New Year's celebration bundle. That's kind of nice. I'm not big for like fireworks and stuff because it scares animals, so fireworks 1,200. We have got the Platinum Mickey and the Platinum Minnie, which I already own. Those I think were like 2,500. It says. All right. We got the Parks bubble machines. Okay. We got the Sorcerer's bubble machine. We got the Mickey and the other one that's like a mini. You got the Enchanted Forest house for 3,750. Got the Platinum Techwear Bundle, 20% off. We got the Pixar Pal Around, the Ferris wheel, for 10% off. We got Bell's Royal Tools for $37.50. I'm sorry, I would never pay $37.50 for just tool decorations. Sorry. That's just me, though. Goofy's Moana Style, $1,200. We've got Star Adventure Stand for $1,200. That's pretty nice. The Unpoco Loco Valley Bundle for $2,000. We've got the Fortune Teller tent. That's quite nice for $3,000, and the Wanderer Kitchen Set for $1,500. And we get all these things that are on sale, and that is everything for this week. The last premium shop of the year. Woo! All right, we did it. As you can see, I'm dressed in my formal ball attire with my tail attached. All right, let's see. We're gonna read a couple of comments. I don't think we have many today. We have got from Nirmali Ajata. I hope I pronounced that right. And Nirmali says, thank you for the Hogmeade Demiguise location on Hogwarts, the Hogwarts game. Boy, I haven't played that in a long time. You're welcome, though, Nirmali. Brenda McBride says, same here, Gray. I'm so tired of 2025. I can't wait to say goodbye to this mess. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of people when they talk about 2025, and you know, they're kind of referring to political stuff. I don't get into that stuff, so and you know, I have my own beliefs, and you know, Allie and I are kind of like, she believes one thing, I believe another, and we meet in the middle. Okay, we meet in the middle, and with our political beliefs, we meet in the middle with everything, just about everything. So that's what makes us such a good couple, is that we meet in the middle with just about everything, and you know, and we laugh about it. All right, the one thing that if you have a spouse, if you have a significant other, whatever, you know, the best thing you can do is laugh. I mean, laughter and having fun is the best way to, and to me, that's my advice, to you know, aid or help your I guess any relationship, is laughter, and not to take yourself too seriously, not to take everything else too seriously, because, you know, yeah, you know the alternative, right? Yeah. So laugh, have fun, get out there, be silly. Don't be stupid, but be silly, and you know, just you know, yeah. That's all I have to say about that. We don't talk politics or anything like that, because it just doesn't really make a hill of beans, does it, when it comes to that? I mean, we're at the end of the day, no matter what I say to Allie, no matter what she says to me, it's not going to change a darn thing in our household. It's not. It's just going to make someone mad, and someone's going to walk away angry. But we don't get to that point because we don't allow it to. No matter what we believe in, I respect the fact that she has those beliefs, and I have my own. I respect the fact of what she believes in, and I honor that. And I honor that because you know, of the person she is, and so I have to respect anything that she likes or dislikes. And same with me. We're not going to be twins. We're not going to be, you know, I mean, I might like, you know, cake, and she might like fruit. So the point being is that then we have, you know, if we put it together, we're fruitcakes. I don't know. But that is what it's all about, folks. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Brenda McBride says, Happy New Year, Gray, and everyone. Happy New Year, Brenda. I hope you have a safe and happy one. And everyone else, I hope you have a safe and happy one. We're speaking of safe and happy. We're going to jump over to the dogs now, really quickly, because I don't want to make this too long-winded. We've got Cruel Beyond Measure, Mia. Mia's family dumped her when she turned 11 years old to a kill shelter. What a bunch of scumbags. You're a bunch of scumbags drop your dog off at 11 years old because they said they didn't want her anymore. Mia. Mia's a beautiful German Shepherd dog. She's older, but she's beautiful. And her family just screwed her. They said, oh, well, no, we don't want her anymore. How can you do that? How can you do? I love my dogs. I sit here with Oz he's right here, like right next to me right now. And I've had Oz for a year, and I don't know what my life would be without Oz. I could not even fathom thinking of giving him away. I could not fathom thinking of dropping him off to a shelter. He runs the household. He has his own chair and his own bed, and he's just a good boy. And I can't imagine what people think, what goes through people's heads when they take an 11-year-old dog that they've had for 11 years, part of the family, and just drop them off and say, see ya. See ya. No, screw you people that do that. Mia is at Corpus Christi Animal Control. That is at 2626 Holly Road in Corpus Christi, Texas. The phone number there for Mia is 361-826-4630. And Mia is ID number A as in Apple 329553. That is for Mia. I'm going to repost Mia. All right. Poor baby. We've got what's the name here? Yasuki? Yasuki was adopted and then dumped on the streets. He's at, where is he at? Where are you at, buddy? He is at, looks like NYC ACC, which is not a good place for anything to be. I'm trying to find, his ID number is 239742. And I am looking for what borough he is at. But of course, they don't. I'm trying to. You think I should probably have these things ready when. He's at NYC ACC. I don't know what a borough he's at. He's probably. Let me see. Hang on a second. I will look really quick. Like. Here you go. He is at any day now, computer. Queens. He's at Queens. ID number 241644. He's about, or she, Ellie, is about 3 years old. Or we're talking about Yusuke. I guess he's at Queens as well. His name is Yusuke. We got two there, I guess. Yusuke and Ellie. So there you have it. They are at so he is ID. I think I just gave you Ellie's ID number. The ID number for. It says he was adopted on December the 11th and was found on December the 15th as a stray, which is kind of odd. ID number 239742. All right, that is for Yusuke. I'm going to repost him. That's weird. Someone adopted him. I don't know. Maybe he. A lot of when you like adopt a dog or you get like a new dog, their first instinct, if they can get out, is to run because they don't know where they're at. So maybe that's what happened with him. Maybe he got loose and ran because I don't think anyone's gonna go into like adopt a dog and pay money and then release the dog. I don't think so, but maybe. We've got Morgan Fairchild's dogs today. We've got pledges. So we're going to read the pledges. These are all the dogs that are on the kill list and need homes. They have been pledged money to be saved. So we've got Zeke at 248, Chewy at 273. These are all at NYC ACC. So you can always call and give them a name and they will direct you to the right borough. We got Nipset at 283. We've got Ace at 298. We've got Coda at 343. Sargento at 358, Mini at 400, Rocky Bark Boa at 428, Midnight Oreo at 428, Peanut Butter at 453. We got Rocky B at 532. Mimi at 555. We got Bruno at 633. We got Bentley at 650, and we got Moose at $769. I'm going to repost those guys, and hopefully we can find them some families for the new year. So please make sure you share, make sure you pledge if you can for these wonderful animals, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this video, everyone. That's going to do it for Dreamlight Valley for the year 2025. Thank you all for everyone that joined me throughout the year. I appreciate it. I know we haven't really done a lot. I've been doing less and less videos, but you know what? It's quality over quantity, and I know the quality isn't that bad or isn't that great either, so... But we do what we can. I just want to come in and chat with y'all and say hi and make sure you're all okay and doing well. So hopefully that is what is happening and what we're going to find in the new year, that you're all going to be fine and have a great new year and be prosperous, be merry, and most of all, be kind. Make sure you're out there this new year and helping out animals and saving animals and visiting, most importantly, visiting your local animal shelter and doing something besides, for other animals or for other people. Do something for something besides yourself. Be the best person that you can be today. Be the best person that you can be tomorrow, but not as good as you're going to be. I think I just got that backwards. Be the best person that you can be today, not as good as you're going to be tomorrow or next year. Let's add that. Be the best person that you can be today, not as good as you're going to be next year, but not as bad as you were last year. How's that? That's something different. I tried to, I think I messed it up. Anyway, we'll start a new year on a new foot and get it all right. We'll try, but that's going to do it, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Please be safe. Don't drink and drive or anything else. Have fun, but be safe, and so you can come back tomorrow and celebrate a brand new year. I will see you all in the next video real soon.